C7410 3-in-1 Non-Soldering Sportscar Racer Kit. Let's do some component identification before we begin. This right in here is a CDS cell. This is the red lead. This is the motor with a capacitor soldered in with the wired leads. It's already mounted to the breadboard. These right in here are the Darlington transistors. There's two of these. The 1K ohm resistor. It's a brown, black, and red. This is a 33K ohm resistor. This is orange, orange, orange. This right in here is a 4.7K resistor, yellow, violet, red. This is our slide switch, which has 3 pins in the bottom. This right here is our 9-volt battery snap right in here. And then we have a couple of jumper wires, short wires, and the wheels. Alright, let's begin. Let's put the wheels on. Perfect. Now, take this little thing, push through the front. Yeah, hand tightness is fine for that. With this breadboard, they're in rows. So this whole file in here is all connected. So if you put a point in here, it's like you're putting a point here or here or here or here or here. Now this row's connected all together. This one is as well. But they're not touching one another. Also, when you're putting in a component, that will just bend it and won't put it in correctly. Grab it towards the base and push it in. It goes in just fine. Now if it's stuck a little, you can always use a paper clip. There's 2 different sizes. I use the smaller one. And I kind of just push it in there beforehand to just loosen it up. Then the component slides. The component will slide right in. Time for the switch. We're going to put the switch in. Now this one right in here, since it contains these little thicker ends, the mounting ends, mounting ears, and there's the actual switch ears right there. Pins. Okay, we're going to count 4 from the left on this main ear. 1, 2, 3, 4, actually 5. It goes in 5. And then to push it in. Okay, that is in there. So you have 4 open, and the 5th one is where that ear of the switch went. Perfect. Now we're going to install the Darlington transistors. Now you'll notice these have a little, they're shaped like a half moon. Get that to focus. They have a flat end on them. Pull them out of the packaging. Now these go on spaces 11, 10, and 9. So in here there's a little bit of writing in here. You always count down from 1 if you want. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Go in there. So 9, 10, and 11. I'm going to put that one in there. And this little fella goes right, pardon me, I have that flipped around. The half moon side goes on the inside. That's the correct way. This one goes right next to him. Right below, I should say. So there they are, set up, complete. Next we're going to install the 2 jumper wires. So let's put the first one in. I'm going to use the yellow one first. There's a little tab in here. Pull out these little tabs. Exposes the ends of the wire. And then the first one goes into 9. 9 over here. 9 over here. 9D. Okay, so I can get you in there. There you go. 9, and then on the front end it goes to D17, which is right there. Twink. There we go. There's a little gap in here, and that is where the black battery or motor goes into. I'm sure you guys can see that. Sorry, I'm looking at the instructions while I'm doing this. There it is. Okay, jumper wire recap. We have the Darlington transistors all in alignment. We have the motor wire going to the right leg of the Darlington. We have also have the yellow jumper on the right leg jumping over to here. We have a jumper on the left leg of the Darlington jumping over to the switch. Wait a minute. How can you figure out where to put that? One of the easiest ways is to look right underneath it. There's 3 pins right there. 1, 2, 3. You want it right on the center one, which would be right through these, in between these two areas. Then, just to cap things off, we're going to put the battery snap on. Battery snap goes on to right here, connecting to the motor. And this battery snap has these really cool little ends on them, little pin ends. Makes it really handy. And then the black side goes next to the green jumper. Right there. So there you have it. All right, let's put these resistors in. According to our sheet in here, let's put this one in first. The R2. It's going to connect to the red battery line, red battery snap line, and the motor. It looks like we got a couple of them. We got an R1 and an R2. Well, the R2 is a 1K ohm resistor. Now, it shows in here what it is, but we also have this guide to figure out how to do that. So, we need a 1K ohm resistor. How do we figure that out? Well, let's just lay it out like this. 1, first digit is 1, second digit is 0, because 1K is 1,000. So 1, 0, and now we need 2 more zeros. Or we need to multiply by something, by 2. So 1, 0, 0, that'd be 100. We need 1,000. So 10 multiplied by 100 is 1,000. So brown, black, and red. Brown, black, and red. That's how you figure that out. You can put it in either direction, but it is connected to the motor and the red battery snap. Then it's going in the middle of the middle connection of the Darlington transistor, right in there. So that's all connected now. Let's go into the next step. Alright, let's put in the other resistor. This one in here goes next to the battery snap, towards the base. That one went in really nicely. And then it's going to have to reach all the way over to that first row. So I really like having these tools. I have a little needle nose pliers in here. It helps me grab and insert these. Make sure that the connections are nice and in place. So look at that jump. Alright, now let's put in the LED. Now the LED in here has an anode and a cathode side. The anode side is the longer side, and the cathode side is the shorter side. So these right in here go right in the front, Focus, please. The first two, here and here, the first two areas. So one there, and one over here. Nice, we got our LED in place. These tools just make it so easy to like know that you're getting good contact. All right, battery. Boom. Let's put the battery in. There's a little foam spacer there. Keeps a little tension in the battery. Nice. Oh man. Yeah, this is a racer. This thing. Wow. This thing's fast. So there's the assembly for the Racer 1. Two other exercises in this catalog here. Had a lot of fun building that. Hope you did too. Hope you learned a little bit about the resistors and how to figure those out. And look forward to your next project.